Larry's going to head down to get ready for the Xfinity race this afternoon.
I'm going to do double duty, Mike. I'm going to do a broadcast, and I'm going to be a dad today.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah. Good luck to Brandon, buddy.
That's awesome. Yeah. Be a dad, Larry, and call your son home. Brandon will be in that Xfinity race. So Carl launches off the concrete of the pit boxes. Carl Edwards, that is. Since he was 12th in round 1, he's the first driver to go in round 2.
Just the fact that they moved the cars back a few pit boxes will give you a little bit quicker time.
That's a great.
You get a bit wound up a little bit sooner, get up to speed a little bit quicker.
Yeah, and I thought Larry brought up something earlier in that first round, talking about tape. And so I'm really anxious to see if if that's going to play out here. Did some leave a little bit of tape off in that first round? Did the new car maybe tape up a little bit more while he had a little bit more speed than we anticipated? How will that play out now that all the cars that have made the top 12 can go and maybe tape up a little bit more?
So if you ran the perfect lap the first time, how are you going to pick up this time? It's going to be hard.
Well, again, it could come down to just how the temps worked out, how good the teams did getting the temperature out of the engine as they sat on pit road, as well as the ones that went later.
56-68.
Yeah, the teams that went later that still had some of the good temp that we call in sort of some of the driveline components.
Remember, starting back pit road just a little further, that makes a huge difference.
Another big factor could be the order in which they run. Now they run slowest in 12th to 1st from round 1. That's the order of qualifying. The amount that each car has sat on pit road. Jimmy Johnson, the longest, then Dale Earnhardt Jr., who were very early in the round 1 order. That also could play a factor, as those cars had more time to cool down.
Pretty good last year. And what's that time? What's the RPM? You want that thing to stay solid all the way around the track, not up or down.
49.92.
It's right in there with what he ran in the first go-round, I think.
That was a 98.
Yeah, 98. So he picked up a skosh, and part of that's from starting a little further back on pit road.
Matt?
Mike, no matter where he starts today, it'll be a career best start in Talladega for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Not to put any extra pressure on you, but it was almost a UFC fight Talladega style in the booth, picking who the announcers think would win the poll. Mike Joy picked you.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Man, my fifth third guys, they brought a fast race car down. We had a fast race car at Daytona and qualified fifth in the single car qualifying. So they massaged on it some more and tried to make this fifth third Ford just a little bit better this weekend. And they brought a fast car. Doug built some really good horsepower under the hood. So hopefully we can pick up a little bit. We're close to second there. Needed to pick up a little bit on the 3 car, but. We picked up a little bit the second round at Daytona, so hopefully we can pick up that little bit that we need.
Denny Hamlin on track. The Daytona 500 winner. 49.88.
Cover your brakes here.
Now he picked up 11 100ths of a second over round 1. Let's have a look at Denny as he came off pit road and came up through the gears.
Rev up like that, a lot of power in these race cars. Look how quick he's able to get through those gears. You can hear how much he slipped the clutch to get off pit road. I thought he did a really nice job. We didn't hear much wheel spin at all.
Yeah, you've got a good race car when you know how quickly you get into high gear. You go up through the gears, third gear you get up to the RPM you want and you get into high gear, and you know if it's good or not when you get into high gear a lot sooner than you think you need to.
Oh yeah, that's a great
call. Baby, that thing starts pulling.
Martin Truex third at a 49.98. He is within 100th of a second of his first round time.
Yeah, this is right in the range of what I would think these guys could run.
And here's Jimmy Johnson. He was the third of 41 drivers on track in round 1. was 9th fastest there with a 49.91.
We talked about this qualifying session. Some have different opinions on how much it really means for the race, but I can tell you, to these teams, it means so much pride, so much effort, energy, and just hours and hours of massaging these race cars, time in the wind tunnel, all kinds of different engineering that goes into making this car go fast for this one lap. Or today, 2 laps.
Yeah, well, it gets the team involved, and that's the one thing I like about single car runs. You get to see who built the best car, who got the most horsepower.
Right on it, green light, lower right of your screen.
Close.
Got it.
Did it. 49.84.
Nice little pickup for
4/100ths quicker than Denny Hamlin. And 7/100ths quicker than his first round time. Vince?
His second restrictor plate race, Chase Elliott. This first one, he was on pole at the Daytona 500. Can you make it 2 for 2 here in the second round?
I'll not have to ask these guys. They're working really hard on this car. This is our same car at Daytona. Unfortunately, I tore it up on Sunday, so hopefully we can get our Napa Chevy a good qualifying effort out there. Put it back together just as good, hopefully, if not better than what we had at Daytona. So I got confidence in them, but this is on them.
That's always a little more entertaining.
Well, that's interesting. We documented Amelia coming back and the work that needed to be done to his car. It sounds to me like a lot of work went into that 24 car to bring it back here after they had damage from the Daytona wreck as well.
Paul Menard for Richard Childress Racing. The Wisconsin driver started second here 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think both those teams, the 24 and the 88, I think they got caught out at Daytona. Both those cars spun off turn 4. And you mentioned yesterday, I thought that was probably the reason why Dale Jr. practiced as much as he did. I'm sure that car's not going to do that again.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it did catch him out.
4th for Menard, 49.924, 2/1000ths slower than Carl Edwards, and just 2/100ths off of his first round time. So here's Dale Earnhardt Jr. on his money lap. He was the 10th of 41 drivers to qualify in round 1. Let's see if that cool-off period has benefited him.
88, you're clear. Put that on.
Boy, anytime an Earnhardt does something special in Talladega, I mean, I heard Junior even say it in one of the promos. This is Earnhardt country.
Oh, yeah.
The fans go crazy for him here. If he gets this thing on the pole right here, they're going to go nuts today.
There's the big number right there, and it's growing.
Keep it going.
That's the difference between he and teammate Jimmy Johnson.
Number's getting bigger. Level off.
Money.
He's got it.
Bank.
Yep, he got it.
And that crowd goes wild.
6/100ths faster than round 1.
You know what he's saying right there? Take that, Jeff Gordon.
It's turned on to me.
No one but Hendrick Motorsports has won a pole at Daytona or Talladega since 2014.
Stretch it out in third gear.
Yeah.
I always like to get the 4th gear right as I'm rolling down that banking off of turn 2. Give me maybe a little bit more momentum down the back straightaway.
Every little bit helps.
Brad Keselowski driving Roger Penske's Ford. Twice a second row starter at Talladega. 3rd, 49.87. That's 4/100ths off what he ran earlier. Had he backed up that time, he would be second.
Yeah, that's
to Dale Earnhardt Jr.
That's 79 the Junior put up there. Only guy that really, I think, has got a shot. I mean, I hope my guy here does. I got the Matt Kenseth in a little bet here, but I think tell you that 3 car is about the only one that can run down and maybe beat that 709.
What I found interesting is when I go back to Daytona in this style of qualifying, Junior didn't pick up from round 1 to round 2, and we thought, and he was the fastest in round 1. We thought he's going to be the one to win the pole. He didn't pick up. Now he did, and is that going to be the difference between him getting the pole here at Talladega?
Well, we're tied right now.
Yeah.
right now, Mike. Yeah, he's. We don't have anything in the bank, but we're giving a good battle.
Green light. When you see 0.00 or 0.1, you just hope the gust of wind doesn't come along.
It's going to be real tight.
100 the other way.
Well, remember, he was on front row at Daytona. He was second quick, and it's going to be right in there, looks like.
And the wind is blowing a headwind down the front straightaway, which might be why we're seeing a little bit of speed
He needs
loss.
a gust. He needs a big gust right here.
Second for Matt Kenseth, 49.82. That's within 4 1/1000ths of what he ran in round 1. And he is 3 100ths of a second behind Earnhardt, with 4 drivers to go.
This could be a guy that surprises all of us. But this little team, I tell you, he and Keith Rodden, they've been getting it together the last 2 or 3 weeks.
And I think a year ago, this 5 car was on the front row.
It was for both races, outside pole, both Talladega races. And in his first year driving for Rick Hendrick, 2012, he won the pole for the July race, for the fall race rather.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting how Matt Kenseth was green going into turn 1 by just a little bit. But then as he turned off of turn 4, started to come back the other way, where Casey Kane was actually off a little bit, even down the back straightaway.
I believe, Jeff, I think there's a tailwind. The wind's blowing down the back. So when you turn off 4, you're going to get that little wee bit of headwind that's slowing these guys down coming to the line.
And you know what you want, DW. You want that big gust to push you down the back straightaway. You just want them the wind to die. You turn
8th for Casey
3
Kane.
and 4 coming down the front straightaway.
49.93 for Kane. He is 8th of 9. From Olive Branch, Mississippi, Ricky Stenhouse.
Pretty strong wind right there, guys.
3 drivers to go. Stenhouse in a Ford, and then Elliott and Dillon in Chevrolets. Right now, Chevy has the pole with Earnhardt. Toyota, the outside pole with Kenseth. And Stenhouse is close. He's 3 100ths off the top spot.
Well, heck, DW, now I'm confused looking at those flags. Now I'm not so sure it's not blowing the other direction.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't have a flag to get a real good indication off of. I think it's a push down the back and a little head down the front. That's what I think.
That number in the lower right is growing, which would indicate the headwind down the front straightaway. 6 7 100ths on the nose of Ricky Stenhouse's Roush Ford, and he is 4th, 49.85. He is the fastest Ford in qualifying.
You get that coming off turn 4, and it just slows you down ever so slightly.
So it's down to the 3 and the 24. In case you didn't have your copy of Greg Fielding's great multi-volume history of NASCAR, we dug it up for you. The 24 has 5 Talladega poles, all by Jeff Gordon. The number 3 has 3 Talladega poles, all by Dale Earnhardt. 8 Talladega poles combined for the last 2 car numbers to run. The 24, now Chase Elliott, and the 3, now Austin Dillon.
Just think about what these guys are going to do. This is the future of our sport. Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, these are young guys that are going to be in this sport for a long time.
He's putting a great lap together right here. And, he said it best, that the team puts so much into these race cars.
Junior just going to shake his head here just a second.
Yeah, Chase Elliott's got it.
Yeah, he didn't slow down to the front straightaway.
First trip to Talladega in a Sprint Cup car for the second generation driver, Chase Elliott, 49.70. And that knocks Dale Earnhardt off the pole by almost a tenth of a second.
Yeah, the only car that's going to be able to compete is a 3, and he ran a 69 in that first go round. Yeah. What he got.
If he can back up what he did in round
Well,
1,
let's see what Austin Dillon can do.
Great 324 battle here. I love it. Side by side. And look at this. Already green.
Green light. Back to even.
If the 3 beats the 24, it'll just be by a few hundreds. They're going to be that close to each other.
Maybe even thousands.
Yeah, that too.
Wow, I thought after he went green going into turn 1 that we were going
I
to
think
see
he's
him
still going to be able to front
kind
row.
of pull
I
a gap
don't know.
and increase that green down the back straightaway, but it hasn't happened.
Chase started to gain a little. I was surprised. He actually gained a little speed off 4. This car, 3 cars, losing a little speed off of 4.
This 24 car did this exact same thing in Daytona. They've done it many times before. It's amazing how they pick up in round 2, where some of the others don't.
There you go.
Austin Dillon, second by 6/100ths of a second.
Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott
Winner
has
of the
won the
pole.
pole for the Geico 500.
You can use the brakes now, Chase.
Right.
I think about Daytona when the 24 car won the pole at Daytona and Jeff was up there with us. He looked over me almost with a tear in his eyes. Well, I guess it wasn't the driving.
The difference, Austin Dillon lost a tenth of a second from round 1 to 2. Chase Elliott picked up 6/100ths of a second from round 1 to round 2.